With the hundreds and hundreds of cars in GTA Online these days, and garage space now as a premium, I've compiled a list of the most expensive cars ever sold, and how they relate to their GTA variant. All prices shown will have been adjusted for inflation to keep a level playing field, so you'll be able to see the direct comparison in prices, and you'll be astounded at how much the most expensive car actually went for. So without further ado, these are the top 10 most expensive real life vehicles ever sold but in GTA Online. At number 10 is the Ford GT40, which sold for $9.7 million at auction back in 2014. This car was specifically designed to beat Ferrari's dominance in the 24-hour Le Mans, and is the main focus of the film Ford vs Ferrari. GTA Online's version of this car is the Bullet GT, which is an original car in GTA 5 that you can get in story mode. The in-game design is very basic, and personally I find it quite boring, which would probably explain why it's the cheapest in-game vehicle on this list at only $155,000, which can be purchased from the Legendary Motorsport website. At number 9, we have the Bugatti Chiron Profile, where just as recently as 2023, this sold at auction for $10.6 million. The GTA variant of this is the Trafard Nero Custom, which was released at the end of 2016, and was easily my favourite car in the entire game at the time. I remember having a garage with 5 different variants, as I could not decide on the best colour combo. Even now, I keep 3. Which is the standard Nero, the Nero Custom, and the Nero Custom set up for racing with. This is at the high end of better handling cars due to its all-wheel drive, and is as sexy inside as it is outside. You can buy this from Benny's for $1.44 million, which is a very good price for such a great vehicle. At number 8 is another Bugatti, but this one is almost 90 years old and was sold in 2016 for $12.4 million in today's money, and that was the Type 57. You'll know this GTA variant as the car you steal in the Eye in the Sky mission with Trevor and Franklin.
Suspect down! Fine work, ground unit!
You know, if this beauty was a woman, I'd have to break my 20 and under rule.
Man, I'll just stick to driving, all right?
Hey, tell me something. You know how many of these things they made?
Shit, like 10?
No, not like 10, man. Exactly 10.
This is the Z-Type, and in the early days of the game had the highest top speed out of all the cars at the time, thrashing those in the supercar class. This is a certified classic, and in story mode will cost you $10 million, but in online you can get this for a much better $950,000. At number 7, sold in 2017, is Ferrari's LaFerrari Aperta, sold for $12.4 million. LaFerrari literally translates to the Ferrari, and was intended to be the ultimate in Ferrari design at the time. The GTA Online version of this car is an OG in the game, and that's the Grotti Turismo R. This had an HSW upgrade a few years back, making it even faster these days. This vehicle also has arguably the best sounding engine in the entire game. You can pick up this one from the Legendary Motorsport website for $500,000. At number 6, we have the Shelby 260 Cobra, which sold at auction for $17.1 million in today's money back in 2016. This was named after Ford's top car designer, Carroll Shelby. In GTA, this is the classy Mamba. This is a great looking car and very fun to drive around in, mainly because it can be quite unpredictable and feels like it's legitimately trying to kill you. This is even mentioned on the Legendary Motorsport website, where it says, judging from the high mortality rate, the classy hit a winning formula. You can buy the Mamba for $995,000. At number 5, we have our first Mercedes on this list, and it's the F1 car from the 2013 season, driven by F1 legend Lewis Hamilton. This sold at auction in 2023 for $18.8 million. The in-game version of this car is the Benefactor BR8 as part of the open-wheel race vehicles. As you'd expect, this has awesome downforce for cornering, but also has a boost system which you can deploy after braking, which regenerates it. This is the fastest of the open-wheel cars around a track, which makes sense as it's based on the most recent F1 style cars. This is priced at $3.4 million on the Legendary Motorsport website. In the number 4 spot is the McLaren F1, particularly the LM specification version. This was sold at auction in 2019 for $23.6 million. This was a groundbreaking car at the time, with its raw performance and its 3-seater interior with the driver right in the centre. In GTA, this is the Pro-Gen GP1. The in-game performance isn't that great, but it does have good handling. Where it lacks is in its outright top speed, with it maxing out at only 114 miles per hour, so nowhere near the top cars. However, because it's such an iconic car, you'll definitely want one in your McLaren themed garage, and you can get it from the Legendary Motorsport website for $1.26 million. Into the top 3, and in third place is the Ferrari 250 GT SWB. At auction in 2015, this was sold for just under $23.8 million. The GTA equivalent of this car is the Grotti GT500, which you can buy from the Legendary Motorsport website for $785,000. This is a handful to drive, but that makes it all the more fun, and of course has that classic car shape to it. The second most expensive car ever sold is yet another Ferrari, this time being the 250 GTO, which went for an astonishing $58.7 million back in 2018. In GTA, this is the Grotti Stinger GT. This is another car that has been around since the very beginning of GTA Online. It has a very unique design with its long front bonnet and ducktail spoiler. No Ferrari garage would be complete without its most expensive ever car in it, but you can buy this from the legendary motorsport website for just $875,000. And the most expensive car ever sold was the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, which sold for a mind-boggling $143 million in 2022. Mercedes' legendary driver Sterling Moss won a 1955 Mille in a 300 SLR, setting the event record at an average of 98 miles per hour. GTA's version of this car is the Benefactor Sterling GT, which is a mix of the 300 SLR and the 300 SL. Despite this car being so old, it weirdly had an HSW upgrade, which made it one of the fastest top speed cars in the entire game, topping out at 156 miles per hour, which made no rational sense whatsoever. This is a very nice car to drive with good handling despite its speed, and its unique and stylish gull-wing doors make it a wonderful looking vehicle. You can own your very own $143 million car for just $975,000, of course from the legendary motorsport website. So those are the world's most expensive cars that are featured in GTA Online. What is your favourite from the top 10? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video useful, please drop it a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. Here are some other videos you'll also enjoy. I'm BeatsDown, and I'll see you in the next one.